They're calling for these case files, these documents to be released.
So this is a Democrat hoax that never ends.
Today he called it a hoax while these women were speaking out and they were saying, we're not a hoax. We're human beings. And I think we need to see something turn around there.
You know,
and I'll say this, Eric.
He can prove it's a hoax by releasing it. Let us decide if it's a hoax or not. I mean,
I think anything anybody wants to see is the list. We want to see the list, period. I don't care what names are on it. I want to see what names are on it and why.
Oh, that's gonna hurt!
Yeah, in a surprising turn of events, two of Trump's most steadfast allies, Representatives Marjorie Greene and Lauren Boebert, have broken ranks over the Epstein files. Risking going hungry at the dry up of scraps from the table, they decided to ignore Trump's continued claims that the issue is a Democrat hoax, to instead to align with Democrats to demand full transparency from the Justice Department regarding the Epstein files.
I love everything they're doing. I'm MAGA through and through.
Well, I just want to finish up on one thing. Yeah. It's not a hoax because Jeffrey Epstein is a convicted pedophile. That takes away the whole hoax things. It's not a hoax. It's not a lie. And on that note, Eric, every Republican should be able to sign on to this. And that's the real hoax, that they're afraid to sign on to it because somebody who is a real coward from one of the Trump admin officials came out and called this a hostile act against the Trump administration. And I take very big offense to that because I put my life and my fortune on the line fighting to get that man elected. And whoever said that has their job because of people like me that fought all the horrible Republicans that stabbed him in the back after January 6th. And I was one of those that fought on the front lines and said, no, he is the leader of our party. He is the president, and we're going to make him president again. Well, that coward attacked me and attacked anybody else and called it a hostile act. The hostile act was Jeffrey Epstein raping 14-year-old girls. That was the hostile act, and it's not a hoax.
Now, President Trump has repeatedly labeled the Epstein revelations as a partisan fabrication, referring to them as a hoax and accusing the media of exploiting the issue for political gain. Yes, this is the same man who previously spoke of this matter and releasing them. His entire Justice Department boasted of having these files on their desk ready to go. To this photo that should never not be shared when it pops up.
Please do not let that story go.
Who has Jeffrey Epstein's Black Book? Black Book.
FBI.
This is something Donald Trump has talked about. The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump.
Everything's going to come out to the public. The public has a right to know. Americans have a right to know.
But according to his once trusted propagandists who would go to bat for him on anything, no matter how ridiculous it made them look.
President Trump, when he was in office, he underwent testing for his cognitive dissonance, for his ability to function as President of the United States, as the commander in chief. And unfortunately, I haven't seen Joe Biden even read a teleprompter properly.
Greene and Boebert have co-sponsored the Epstein Files Transparency Act, a bipartisan bill aimed at compelling the Department of Justice to release all documents related to Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking activities, going as far to speak publicly dismissing Trump's claim that it is a hoax.
Anyone that is being abused, it is not your fault. You should live with no guilt or fear or shame. All of the fault belongs to the evil people that do these things to the innocent. This is the most important fight we can wage here in Congress, is fighting for innocent people that never receive justice. And the women behind me have never received justice. And do you want to know why? It's because Jeffrey Epstein somehow was able to walk among the most rich, powerful people, not only in America, but foreign countries. Yesterday, I heard countries like Saudi Arabia, Russia, and even Israel, and other countries. The truth needs to come out, and the government holds the truth. The cases that are sealed hold the truth.
Jeffrey Epstein's estate holds the truth. The FBI, the DOJ, and the CIA holds the truth. And the truth we are demanding come out on behalf of these women, but also as a strong message to every innocent child, teenager, woman, and man that is being held captive in abuse. This should never happen in America, and it should never be a political issue that divides us.
The bipartisan push was spearheaded by Representatives Thomas Massie and Ro Khanna, with Greene and Boebert among the co-sponsors. The bill seeks to bypass House leadership and force a vote on the full release of the Epstein-related documents. As we know, the initiative has garnered support from both sides of the aisle, with over 210 House members backing the discharge petition, just shy of the 218 needed to bring the bill to the floor. And the result has never been more apparent. It has spooked Trump and caused some clear internal GOP tension.
It's frustrating because we talk about being fiscally responsible and we talk about free speech. And right now, as we're having these discussions, you know who's trying to shut down members from voting in the way that they want to vote? It's the president, who literally said he would look at anyone who decided that they were going to vote to release the Epstein files as hostile. That sounds like a threat as it relates to all First Amendment protections, in addition to the fact that it's literally contravening our constitutional duty that we swore an oath to, because we don't swear to an orange king. Instead, we have sworn an oath to the Constitution, and we were elected to represent the people that elected.
Well, let me give you the name of one of the billionaires who's running $2 million of ads in my district since I started this effort. His name is John Paulson. He's a hedge fund manager and a major donor to the Republican Party, a major donor to the Speaker of the House, a major donor to the president's campaign, and he's in Epstein's black book. Now, that's public, but that's indicative of the types of people who may be implicated or just embarrassed by a release of a complete...
But the American people, they've made themselves clear also. They want full transparency over this issue. And after the recent survivors press conference, it's only furthered that wish, as many of those spoke out against the president's attempts to dismiss their voice and call it a hoax.
Unfortunately, all of the documents and evidence that we have worked so hard to gather hide behind protective orders, confidentiality agreements, and bank secrecy laws. That is why this discharge petition is so important. While we have seen the documents, you haven't. And when you see the documents, you're going to be appalled. And the American people deserve to see everything. When you sign this discharge petition, it should mean nothing is off limits. That means the documents in the possession of the CIA should be made available. Those in the possession of the FBI going back decades should be made available. The SEC, financial records in the possession of FinCEN should be made available. Everybody knows that evil flourishes in the darkness. Corruption flourishes in secrecy. It is time right now to make a difference for the women that are behind me right now. They have been courageous and fought through this whole thing. Whether you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, this one is an easy call. You're an American who cares about equal rights and equal protection under the law. If you care about these women, if you care about our country, and you care about this issue, this should pass with flying colors.
And one thing is clear, right? As the debate over the Epstein files intensifies, the alignment of the likes of Marjorie Taylor Greene and Boebert with Democrats, it marks a significant moment in the ongoing political discourse, in which members of the MAGA movement have met their limit for snake oil on this issue. Now, should it mean we just forget about all the incredibly harmful, vile rhetoric that has came from these two representatives in the past? Hell no. But it does underscore how far removed Trump is on this very issue from the political party he is part of and the American people who want their representatives to pursue justice for the victims, not protect their abusers.
It's understandable why Trump's struggling to get even his own base to take his word for it that there is nothing to see here, because to do so, you essentially have to believe everything we've learned about Trump over the years is irrelevant or sheer coincidence, that all Trump did was repeatedly host Epstein at Mar-a-Lago, have him at his wedding, hang out with him at Victoria's Secret fashion shows, get listed as a passenger on his plane 8 times, joke with him at a party while pointing out hot women and saying something into his ear that got the most grotesque smile in the history of human expressions. Tell a reporter, I've known Jeff for 15 years, terrific guy. He likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side, and allegedly hosts a calendar girl competition where, other than the 24 or so women flown in to provide the entertainment, the only guests were him and Jeffrey Epstein. You'd also have to forget about Trump bragging about his ability to grab women's genitals and claiming he'd go backstage at his beauty pageants while women were getting dressed, something he was accused of doing by 5 Miss Teen USA contestants, and once remarking of his own infant daughter Tiffany that she's got marvelous legs. We don't know whether or not she's got this yet, but time will tell. Beyond that, though, there's nothing there. Except for a jury finding him liable for sexual abuse, but other than that, there's nothing to see.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.